Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We are out at the farm. Here comes Sam. Hi, bud. I figured it's farm day. Why not share a little live? You can either listen to me ramble or you can enjoy the animals. The latter is probably the better. Oh, bud. So I wanted to take a second and talk about personal accountability. If you spent any time talking to me, it's one of my favorite topics to talk about, and I've probably learned the most about it from being out here on the farm. This is a perfect example. See, when Sam wants something done, he just makes it happen, including sticking his rear end in my face so I can scratch it. Anyhow, personal accountability. It's something we've totally lost, I think, in society in general. We just keep it interesting out here. Anyhow, like, animals hold each other accountable, and it's almost instantaneous. Like, I watch these guys. Sam, could you please move your butt out of my face? Thank you. So I watch, I pay attention to the animals, and like when Sam is hungry and Dean comes over and steals his food, Sam just bites him on the butt. He holds him accountable, like right then and there. And it's kind of awesome to watch. Now, I'm not suggesting that that's how we handle our situations in life. Like, it wouldn't be a good idea to bite somebody on the butt. But we have tools to hold people accountable, and we're failing to use them. Look, now he wants another butt scratch. Oh, but here comes Brownie. There's a bit of a hierarchy here, and Brownie definitely sits at the top. So anytime Brownie comes around, Sam runs off. Now I can focus on personal accountability. Here we go. So out here on the farm, when animals are interacting and somebody does something that somebody doesn't like, they hold them accountable right then and there. They bite them, they nudge them, they whinny, they do something to let them know that they're screwing up. And we have lost that, I think, in general society. We're perfectly comfortable doing it, like on Facebook. Here comes Dean. Say hi, Dean. We're comfortable doing it on Facebook, dropping someone a nasty comment or unfriending them or whatever it is. But it doesn't really have the same effect as Dean, my buddy here, biting Sam in the butt when he screws up. So the point being, we've got to start holding people personally accountable. And in order to do that, we have to take personal responsibility for things. And we're not on the level of animals, thankfully. We have free will, and we are able to reason these things out, and we're able to think through them. So, you know, when someone upsets you, you can't just haul off and whack them, but you have a chance to think about it. That's what makes us a little more evolved. Now he wants to. You want me to pet you? Okay. It's what makes us a little more evolved, and it's what makes us human, to be honest. You know, the free will and the ability to think about things. So we've got to start using the tools that we have that are put in place that are very effective to hold people accountable. And of course, I'm specifically talking about what's happening right now with our rights being taken away and all of these medical interventions being forced. Right? So we've got to, hi buddy, things like, you know, public records requests. Government is meant to be transparent, and they're meant to be transparent for a reason, because we have to be able to pay attention to what's going on. But if we don't use public records requests and we don't ask for things, then we're never going to know, and we're never going to be able to hold them accountable. So I've been fiercely putting in public records requests left, right, and center lately, to places like school boards, to places like townships, and even to the federal government, just to find out where money is going, what gives people the authority to do things. He wants me to hold his paw, apparently. So, it's It's very distracting to try and talk with these guys. The bottom line is we need to start using tools to hold people accountable, personally accountable. You know, the school board or the township of Middletown or the state of New Jersey isn't an actual person. And when they're saying that they're doing things on behalf of the school board, well, we can't hold the school board personally accountable. So we need to figure out who is at the top of the school board or who is the specific one that's ordering X, Y, or Z, and hold that person accountable. It's very easy to do. You write them a letter, you ask them where their authority comes from, you ask them what kind of liability they have. And chances are when you call someone on the carpet, they're either gonna own up. If they're being honest and they're being sincere, they're gonna own up to it and they're gonna give you the proof, or they're gonna go away. So the point of all this being, first and foremost, we need to start taking personal accountability for ourselves. When someone screws us, we hold them personally accountable, not by putting a nasty comment on Facebook, but by actually reaching out to them one-on-one and biting them in the butt, as Sam or Dean would do. Of course, I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying, you know, call somebody out. If someone screws you, call them out. Or send them a letter, or put in a public records request to see what their salary is and how much of it is coming from the federal government and how much of it is coming from private sources and how their money is being spent. Because until we start uncovering all this seeming corruption and overreach of authority, and until we start holding people individually accountable, it's not going to end. So if you have something you want to find out, reach out to me and I'll try and help you figure out how to get the information that you need. And it starts with us. It starts with, you know, at home, holding each other personally accountable. I think you've probably heard that enough. All right, let me flip this around so you can see the beautiful day. There's Dean. Is anybody in the barn? Oh, barn's empty. There's the other kids. Have a lovely day, everybody.